Procurement of large, complicated capital works is hugely important. It's essentially selecting the correct partner, your delivery partner. So it's actually getting that relationship correct. And part of that is being clear what is the most suitable type of procurement. Historically, the industry has used a traditional type of procurement model, which is where the university or the client would hold a lot of that risk. We would retain control of the design team, and we would direct the contractor. However, on larger and especially more complicated projects such as the new academic street, we looked at the size and the complexity of those projects, and we entered into a conversation with the university executive about actually the risk appetite. And so we came up with a design and construct model with a guaranteed maximum price. And really what that does is allows the university to pass over some of the risk to the contractor. It gives the university some comfort about what the maximum price will be. And the design and construct means that the design team are novated over to the successful contractor, and essentially they actually deal with a lot of the coordination matters, so the university doesn't have to get involved.
The procurement process to engage the contractor was a long one, and given the high level of probity on this project, we did need to go through all those stages. So the first stage was an EOI, or an expression of interest, which basically is who the builders are they able to do the job, and what sort of approach would they bring to the project. From that, we had about 8 builders that put in their expressions of interest. From that, we reviewed those and came up with a short list of 4, and we went out to 4 as a tender, and that was then reviewed under very specific evaluation criteria, which were also issued to those tenderers so they knew exactly what they were being tendered against. Lions Architects, the client being RMIT, and DCWC being the project managers were all involved in reviewing and scoring, and then the procurement department of RMIT then put together the final document, and a winner was chosen. The main challenges around the procurement process is normally time. You are giving the market a very short time to review and understand what is a complex project that may have taken 4, 5, 6 years to develop, and you're asking the builder or the contractor to review and provide a price over a 4 to 6 week period that they're then going to be asked to be held to account for another 2 or 3 years. So that's one of the main issues. The tender process for contractors is a very all-encompassing process. So builders would spend anywhere between $1 to $2 million on their bids, and they would have teams of up to a dozen people working for 4 to 6 weeks on that bid. And they would spend a lot of time and a lot of hours. And often when graduates start out in the construction industry, they learn their trade by being put on these bid teams to learn how projects go together.